morning, everyone. It's Yvonne back to do your bonus reading. I was having a little chuckle to myself. That's something. I'm not sharing it with you. It's a bit naughty. But anyway, something just happened and it was sort of a little bit cute. But my mind sort of went over into imagination. I had to sort of pause for a moment before I did your reading. I'm only human. Alrighty. We are doing a bonus read. Be interesting to see what happens with the bonus read this morning. I am going to use the Pagan Tarot for your reading here, which of course is one of my faves. Such a beautiful deck too. I've used it quite a lot and it's still unlike this one that was younger, the one I used for the What's Cracking reading, the Spellcaster's Tarot. The cards are really thin and they're already getting flimsy. Same thing happens with the Gilded Tarot as well. Some of them just so beautifully manufactured, you can sort of shuffle and shuffle and shuffle and they're fine, and others, they just don't last as long. I've already replaced several decks that I've really liked, that have gone through really quickly. So it's good to keep in mind if you're buying decks. It's hard to tell though when you first pick them up because they're usually wrapped in plastic, so you can't feel how thin they are. Some of them are almost limp. All right, let's get on with your... Oh, some people, one of the classes I've been using has a meditation. I wrote a meditation for meeting your spirit guides. And a couple of people who've done the group asked me if they could have a copy of it. And I was like, I haven't done it yet. So I need to go and put it together. So I'm going to put it on YouTube when it's ready so that you guys can use it. And I may do a little bit of an intro and help you to understand what's happening during the course of that meditation. So that's my next little project. Alrighty. Okay, so we have the Six of Wands coming through here. The Six of Wands is a card that talks of victory. It talks of public recognition. Sometimes this can mean, people recognizing your talents or skills, perhaps at work or in your home life. But it's very, very much about sort of being seen. For some of us, growing up with childhood trauma, we often felt invisible and felt that we had to really push our value towards other people so people would see us, because we felt that we needed people to see us. This is, for some of you, this is about this feeling of finally being recognized. You may have been doing something for a very long time and really putting yourself out and putting the work in, and finally somebody's seen you for who you are. Okay, so we have the Nine of Pentacles here, and the Nine of Pentacles is a card of sort of feeling really comfortable in your own skin, having enough money, feeling really confident. It feels like everything is just coming together for you here. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay, shops closed, as I always say. The Four of Cups talks about an offer that's coming in, an offer of love, and very often an offer that is guided by the universe. But in the traditional Four of Cups, we see the person pushing the cup away. Now, that sort of gives rise to this idea that she's bored, apathetic, or the feeling of ennui, where you're just not really interested at this time. So there's some sort of offer coming to you here, but you're really not wanting to accept it. Now, it's probably coming in from someone who is a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or someone who thinks a lot, someone who's in their head. Somebody wants to make you an offer here. So this person, I'm just feeling out the energy. This person's a bit rushed here. We get this feeling of being rushed. Okay, have the Hanged Man coming through with the Ace of Wands. Okay, I can see what's happening here. Someone's leading with passion. Someone's offering with passion. Someone's wants to move something along very quickly. The Wands energy is very, it's almost sexualized energy. It's heightened passion. And this person is trying to move something along really quickly. But I see you. I see you in your element here, really being very focused on what you need and you want at this time. I feel like maybe this is you sort of being recognized for your skills and talents, but there's sort of this feeling like, as I say, the shop's closed here. You're not really interested in going anywhere. And this person feels to me like they're really intent on pushing something through. The Hanged Man's coming through here. And I feel like somehow or another, perhaps this person's been in your energy for a while. Because it sort of feels to me like this person possibly has either known you for a long time, or you could have started dating, but perhaps it's not been something serious. And I feel like this person's had this realization now. Something's changed for them, and their desire for you is really, really potent. So I'm feeling here you're going to get a little bit of repeat of the What's Cracking reading. You've got someone who wants to push things forward really quickly. Their energy is very impatient. They've seen something, or they've realized something, or it's come to a point in your relationship where they don't want to lose you now. And for some unknown reason, maybe you're a little complacent or a little standoffish because you're doing your own thing. And it's sort of like this person wants to sort of tie you into something, or move you quickly in the relationship, which is not always a healthy way to go. Maybe that's why you're freaking out a little bit. Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups coming out here, which came out in the What's Cracking reading too. The Queen of Cups can represent a Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio. So you may have someone who's a little bit loved up here, who's a little bit emotional. I'm really drawn to the Deer. I feel like this person is realizing they're in love with you. Okay, maybe it's sort of come as a bit of a surprise, or a little bit of a wake-up call. I don't think this person has realized like their level of desire or the level of love that they've had before. So it's almost urgency now. And they want to move things forward quickly. All right. That sort of desire sounds really lovely, but maybe it's a little uncomfortable for you looking at the cards. I don't think it's really what you want to see. All right, so we have the Five of Pentacles coming through. Someone's left someone out in the cold here. Okay, we have the Death card. Okay, there's some sort of transformation that needs to take place. You've got to leave someone out in the cold. Okay, there's the Five of Swords coming through. Yep, definitely. So this is a lesson for someone here. I want to say to you, let me just get that camera right. I want to say to you, there is a lesson for someone here, and you've got to teach them that lesson. They've got to learn that lesson, which is a bit crazy if they're watching the readings, because they're already going to know. There is some sort of lesson this person needs to learn here. And let's just say, if you, this is about for the other person, the person making this offer. This is about their insecurities, let's say that. This person's very, very insecure about you leaving them behind, or them losing you, or there's feelings of abandonment here. And this person has to now step up to the plate. And I think I said it in the What's Cracking reading. There's a very strong feeling that this person is still in very much the ego state. So very much in desire, need, jealousy, ownership, and not realizing perhaps that, you know, that there's a greater need here for them to treat you with a little bit more respect. And I think that's why you're sort of knocking the cup back. I don't think this person's being nasty or disrespectful. There's just this feeling here of ownership, which is the same as I got with the What's Cracking reading. It's a feeling of, you know, you belong to me, so therefore you need to do that or whatever. And I feel that you're pushing against that energy, which rightfully you should. But I feel like it's not so much about you. This is why this whole energy of being lovable and kind is here, because this person needs to change their act. They need to understand their own raw raw energy, their own raw emotions here, and they're not. So something has to change here in order for this to move forward, and you have to walk away from this person in order for them to understand. So there's a leaving out in the cold here, but it has to be done in a gentle way. You can't be, treating them aggressively, because they need to understand this lesson. It's funny how the same energies are coming through again. 7 of Pentacles. And we have the Queen of Pentacles coming through here, with the King of Pentacles. Holy dooly. Okay. What this person doesn't understand is that you are meant to be together. This is supposed to be a union. They just have to let go of this idea of ownership or taking possession of. They need to let go of the jealousy, the fear. It's all to do with abandonment, childhood abandonment, trauma coming to the surface here to be healed. And what they need to understand is that whole thing that we all need to understand is if it's meant for you, it's yours. Because what we do often is we chase after things because of our human needs. So some of those things like jealousy and possessiveness and ownership are all very human, egoic needs. This person's still very much living in their ego. They have more learning to do here. They have to wake up. You're forcing them to wake up here. I think they've had some sort of awakening because they've seen you for your value. They've seen you for who you are. So there is a certain amount of enlightenment happening. But a full awakening has to take place because you are meant to be together. But you can't be together in this state. And if you hit this with anger or upset, what you're going to do is the person will retreat and not learn the lessons. So you have to treat it with kindness. Oh, that's really beautiful. All right, let me just keep going. Okay, so we have the 3 of Pentacles. Yep, this is work, both of you. So it may give rise to certain energies within you too, because we have the Ace of Swords coming through. There's some sort of truth revealed that's going to shift you as well. Wow, okay. This energy that shifts you, I think that this person is really absolutely totally in love with you. We've seen this like for the last maybe couple of weeks on and off in readings. This person is totally and absolutely in love with you. But I feel like for many of you here, you've already moved on and started embracing the 5D energy. You've already started to awaken or started to understand who you are. This person is still in that healing mode. So they're not really able at this time to understand their feelings. So they're trying to make logic of what's happening to them here. Okay, I've switched these around a little bit. There's you refusing a cup. I feel that somebody's recognized you, but I also think that you're putting time and energy into yourself at the moment. Somebody's coming in and they're with their sword and they're a little bit frantic. They're a bit worried about letting you go or losing you. The Hanged Man here sort of shows me that there has been some awakening because this person is realizing this passion, this desire here. I really do feel that this is now looking at this reading is a lot more deeper than the What's Cracking reading, and that I'm understanding here what has to take place. For one person, it's for them to understand they're really stuck in their ego. They need this refusal or this being left out in the cold sort of energy to be able to awaken to their true potential. It's like you've grown so much here that, you know, trying to make something work with this sort of energy is never going to, it will never work. And I feel that means that for a lot of you watching this, if you're the person that's already done the inner work, that you are already either in the 5D or understanding the 5D or somewhere in that process, and you're dealing with someone who's still stuck in ego. I feel honestly that the two of you are supposed to be together. There is supposed to be a union, but I feel that there's a change in you because of this person's truth. I actually feel a lot of tears behind this. So I feel that there's a tremendous outpouring of emotion for you. It may be that you have done a lot of work on yourself and you just needed this last little push to really get yourself into that space. And you may have been holding on to this person or hanging on to this energy for a while, which gives rise to a sort of twin flame feeling, where both of you are transforming. This is sort of like the end stages of transformation before you can come into union. Okay, so we have the Seven of Cups here. So when I look at that and I think this person is knocking back that cup, I realize why. Like if you were offered a cup and you're getting someone who's very erratic and emotional, then I guess you're looking at the cups and thinking, is this what I want here? Am I getting what I thought I saw? Is this the person I thought this person was? And I'm not so sure, because there could be anything in that cup that I'm being offered. So there's a reason why you are not taking this cup, because you don't want this person as they are. You want the true version of this person, the person who they are underneath all of this. Very, very beautiful reading. What a knockout reading. All right, let's see what we get from the wisdom of the oracles again. The wisdom of the hidden realms. Oh, there we go. Ooh. Okay, the cosmos, creativity and vastness. It's number 41. It's only a little read. The cosmos appears always as an ally and never as a challenger. Creativity in all forms is represented by the cosmos. This is a sign to place your attention on creative projects. They will be successful. Remember that all of life is creative and you're always co-creating with the divine. So there you go. So you're working with the divine here. So these messages you're getting here about letting this person go and learning your lessons, all divinely guided, because you're meant to be with this person. The cosmos also represents the principle of infinity and the vastness of the energetic exchange of consciousness influencing all living things. This teaches us that every intention we set is in fact contagious with the power to influence others. We're entangled at our deepest energetic place, so we can't help but have an effect on others from an individual level to a global one. This is a sign to remind you to open up to the well of creativity deep within you and be mindful of your thoughts and actions. Both are influencing your outer world. Most important, keep taking action towards your goals as the cosmos responds perfectly to manifest your highest destiny. Expect to be inspired and to meaningfully touch others with all that you create. There you go. So you're working with the universe here. Have a great day.